to me and said, Andrew, how did you get home? I said, Fire, you took me home. He said, where were you? I said, Fire, I was right next to you, sitting right next to you in the car. And it was the most frightening time that I've ever had going up those hills in Red Hills in Cyprus. But, you know, one of the things I have to say about Fire, he made our times in Jamaica so memorable. I know so much about Jamaica. Firewood. One time he took us out, and again, my mom's married to a Jamaican for umpteen
35.
years, 35 years. We never saw Jamaica like that. And he took us, we would spend the night at family members' house, get up in the morning, and go to the beach. And Negril, all over the place.
Yes.
And I am so thankful for his hospitality and just his impact that he has had on my life. And I know Mom shared another story where he was here in the U.S. and my niece was at the house and he came and he blessed her. He did a beautiful blessing on her. And we're just so thankful to have known him and continue to know him. And thank you for the family for sharing with him with us. Thank you.
Ja!
Rastafari. Conquering lion.
Judah!
Crush Babylon. Earthquake.
Lightning and thunder!
Miserable. Give thanks to everyone.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming out. Me and my sister Dina, the youngest. Not really the youngest, but my father keep doing it over and over again. There are so much memories of this man. So much memories of him. We are right now, words can't explain this man. My father has been a father where he has always been there for us. My father made me a man when I was 30. I've been driving trucks, fixing trucks from the age of 13 years old. Yes. Also my sister. For this man was a man that came in every night looking forward to coming to his family, spending time with us. I think me and my sister get the best part time. True.
With this,
Yeah.
the baby them.
Yeah. We are.
Them, Lord.
We are.
Baby them there.
Yeah, you know. But in a long story short to say, Daddy, oh boy, you are that man, and there's no one to replace your father. There's no one to replace you, and I hope that the Almighty guide your path to heaven, and 10,000 angels on your left, and 10,000 at the right. So glory be to God.
Rastafari. I have a few words of my own. As you all can see, maybe not a lot of you would have known, but I was born with a disability. My father said, your disability is your ability. And he said, you're no short of a human, a man, or a woman. He said, Jenkins, the power is within you, and I give you the power. And he said to me, I want you to go out there, and I want you to represent yourself. And when you represent yourself well. He said, when you walk into a room, the room lights up. And that is a fire, that's an ever-burning fire. Keep it within you.
Tingling fire.
Burning flame.
Hot.
Red hot. And let me tell you something. My mother never taught me about men. My father, no. My daddy warned me about man. So I'm sorry for you here that don't speak patois or understand, but I'll try. He said, Jenkins, look, I tell you something. It's a man is a good thing, a man is a bad thing. It's when you see a man, see a woman, and like her, him go tell her, hey, if you can take out the sun out of the sky and the moon, him go give it to you. Forget where him want, Lord. That's right. But you have to make him work hard for that. Okay, see that? That is a bold man when your mother birthed you with. So when I became pregnant with my first child, I was scared. I was nervous. I was 20 years old. I wanted to run away because I thought I failed my dad after his warnings about men. My first child's father abandoned us. And when I broke it to him, he left the room in silence. Daddy went to cry. I went to pack. Because me say me dead now. I mean, no one never go but me know say me dead now. But he kept his silence, and the only thing he said to me was, "Boy, Jenkins, I never knew he was doing them things." That time I felt like I was just going to sink in on the ground now. But guess what? A week after that, the father finally turned up to the house. And he sat outside. We had a little shop and a little bar. And the father said to me,
all right, cuz.
if you abort this child, I will be with you. My daddy wanna run for fight for me. And a little boy, my father turn over. My father grew me with one machete where him shot, him joined two machetes together and turned it. He said it's a sword. And he says this, rather correction. Wow. And let me tell you something. Little did my child's father knew that Fimi daddy upstairs, peering through that window, and heard the words that came from his mouth to say, abort the child and I'll stay with you. There's a winding staircase that led from the basement to upstairs. Daddy never walked down those steps. Daddy flew down those steps. And he came with his machete, and let me tell you something. I never know machete could spring fire and make fire. And there was fire, splinters of fire. I ran. But when I looked, the father of the child went in his car through his window. He never had time to pull the door. He went in through the window and the man left. He didn't come back until after the child was born. Daddy said to me, Jenkins, let me tell you something. I am your father, and you're my daughter. And I will continue to father you. And it's that child inside of you. I is the father. And every night, that pit that stand up in my stomach, pure pain, skip up. And as Daddy walked through the door, and Daddy lays hands on my tummy, and he rubbed the tummy and he said, all right, son, all right, you're a father there. And let me tell you something, that belly go right down. Every vomit, every night, every diarrhea, every pain. Daddy, that man put me in the shower when my weak and the hand come. And that man bathed me. I never had to take my child for a walk in the mornings. All the sunlight, Daddy gave it to him. All the teachings, Daddy gave it to him. And he taught us all one perfect love, Jenkins. When I fell pregnant with my second child, I was like, Lord God, here goes again. Daddy look at the father and say, "Make I tell you something." So the first one, he really get away from I. But make it see, if I tell you, see if you no come to steal, better you leave from now. The father never left, but Daddy was still the father of this child. This is Stand Alex. Face the congregation. This is my second child. He has fathered not just his children, many children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. Our home welcomed many homeless. Everywhere Daddy walked, Daddy find somebody and take them home. My brothers here can tell you. Trade was no secret. He believed in upliftment and that every man has to be trained. My brothers, there were no exception. I was no exception. The way how he taught us things may not be the way that you would consider ideal, but he knew that he was making us into the men and women that we are today. And so I thank you all so much for gathering here with us today to share in his memories. But let me tell you, that man, solid as a rock. Thank you. Sure. Thank you for the woman I am today. Ever perfect today. One perfect love. And might I add, this is the first man who told me that Jenkins, you are beautiful. So you say any man or any boy if I come tell this girl say you're beautiful, come again.
Yes, of course. Yes, Michael. Yes.
I'm gonna keep it kind of short as I can. Right. I can't say I have a lot of memories of my granddad because everybody know he migrated while we were very young as his grandchildren, right? But I can say I can count all the moments on maybe a hand or two. I'm sure the grandkids can speak on that. But I promise you, every day that we may hear fire call, everybody in the entire vicinity, the entire district, as we did call it, right? Everybody knows he's there, and people will travel, people come, people see. People just come just to see him and leave, just to know that he's there. People come to see him. And as the grandkids, when we hear he's there, we think of him like Santa Claus, right? Because every time we come, we hear the term barrio. And every Jamaican know when you hear barrio, you know what I mean, right? And he always has toys for us as grandkids. They always have something to give, right? He taught his children trade. All his kids know trade. Uncle Fredo know how to drive trucks. Uncle Ray know how to drive trucks. He's a jack of all trades. He know how to weld. So he passed trades to everybody. Everybody gave something. If you didn't learn school or you're not smart, right? He made sure that everybody has something to become successful, right? So in that way, where he feeds everybody, is give his kids knowledge. So if you're not a school person, like I said, you know something, right? And that gave everybody the chance to have a life or something. So if you don't know what to do, everybody has a trade. My cousin right there, he can weld. My cousin at the back, he's an electrician, right? I myself don't have any of that really, but I still learned something from him. And what I learned was, hey, you really can't sit down and just look in the Rasta. You understand? You really can't just sit there. And when I look at what he's done, and we have a family house back in Jamaica, everybody grew up in that house. And it's a good thing. It may be a poor thing, but it's a good thing because it allows you to see all the family members and see how everybody helps one person. If you don't have food, the aunt gives you food. He still pass on those traditions, which we still do use today, right? And when I came to the States, I didn't have education either. And the same energy that he passed on to everybody, I integrated that within myself. And I said, I cannot sit either and wait for somebody to give me something. So the same as how he started with that cardboard house till he built the concrete house. He didn't went to school for that, but he acquired that, right? And if he can acquire that, there's no way I can come here and not get anything. So I worked in a freezer, I cut lawn, I washed cars, I did everything that there was to make money, right? And then I realized I need to do something, and I joined the army, and I started building myself, and I still don't have the education like that. But what I'm saying is, really though, just to summarize it, this is a man who passed something on to everybody. Even if you weren't there with him in person, I promise you, you will hear stories, you will see the stories, and you know what I mean. This man bring a lot of laughter to everybody. At the times he would visit, I remember. I'll share you one story that I remember of him. Right, there's two things. I say one word, everybody know it right now. Like your grandkids will tell it. The bottle story. Everybody might know the bottle story. As kids, I tell you if you go get bottle and go get money with bottle. Say go find the bottles them in the gully and gather them in a bag and then give all the grandkids like $150 and say, hey, this is starting money, to start a business. That's it, really, And then there's one time where he come down. I remember this is probably the last time I remember seeing him in Jamaica, so I don't remember if it is or not. I was pretty young still, and he had this car, and he took me, Kenny, pretty much all of his grandkids, not the older ones, and they were working at the time. And he took us to the beach, right? When he was younger, he usually had the truck. Everybody knew the truck he did talk about. He would take everybody to the beach and the community in the truck. But he had this very special time where he said, hey, it's for the grandkids, right? We're going to take all the grandkids at the time. I would go in this little car. I would drive to the beach. And I as a very shy man, right? I'm very shy. I don't really talk much. And everybody says anything, but I don't really talk much, right? But he was like, I was on the front seat with him, I think, or the back seat. I don't remember, it's a very old memory. I said, hey, we're going to the beach a lot. And he said, why were you dressed like that? Because I'm shy, I don't really want to go in the water or any of that, right? I was so cognizant of was wondering how people looking at me and I'm not a people person. And it's like, you know what, you stay here. And he opened the door, had the keys in his pocket and everything. I just parked that car. I just step out the car and walk straight to the ocean. You know what I mean? And the moment he walked to the ocean, I was like, Grandpa, you really about that? He said, what do you mean? And he walked with the clothes on, everything. I'm talking keys, wallet in the pocket. And I said, Grandpa, what keys in the wallet? He said, Ross, God, Lord. It go there with everything in our pocket, everything, like money with keys, everything. And it's a good thing, it's a key where it, you put it in the ignition and start. It was an electrical key like today, it was never electrical. But, he didn't care. He's like a free man. I would say he's
Free soul.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you wanted to know what it was like to live against Bob Marley, I would say this is this man. You know what I mean? Like it's a spirit to yes. You know what I mean? Every song or any of those things give a memory. And I would say it's kind of painful to hear certain music sometimes. I was a very distant person, but I promise you all the stories and all the things he would do, I still remember him. And he wasn't a perfect man. I wouldn't say he's a good man to everybody, but he's a very good person. Like he's a people person. I promise you, everybody has stories, and he always bring people together. And those are two things I learned from him: bring people together, live good. You understand? That's what he does.
Good.
And really, probably that's why he stayed with my grandma like that. Because she feed the district too. She feed everybody. Just like him. So he would go and help people and she would feed people. That's probably why that bad thing that Jake's mentioned happened, probably because he's always feeding people. She's always feeding people. And I promise you, right this very moment, she's home feeding people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm just gonna leave this time. I miss him. I really don't know him that much, but I promise you I miss him. Stories are funny. I always have some bullshit to tell me. You know, how he's cope. I did say something. Sometimes you look at him and you say, "You're really serious?" I say, "Yes, ma'am." You know, and you do some crazy driving thing to ask you how we get to that beach and come back is a mystery. You know,
On 2 wheels.
it's like what I always said for real. Once the wheels are rolling up, it's going and it's coming back, and you can fix anything. So if that car is stopping, I promise you it's still going home. You know, so it's a man that make everything work. But anyway, I just want to say, well, I met a lot of people within 24 hours that I've never seen in my entire life. You understand? I'm almost 23 years old. Don't really want to put my age out there, but I'm just saying. That's over 2 decades, right? That's 23 years. And I've only seen maybe a handful of you guys. And I wouldn't say it's a Jamaican thing. I think it's a everybody thing. We cannot make death bring us together every time.
That's right.
Cannot make death bring us together. You understand? There's no way you should come together just to say goodbye. You should come together and say hello.
That's so
You
true.
understand? The same as this man bring people together when he was alive. And why are we only bringing people together when he's dead? So you're telling me if I pass away tomorrow or if there's a war and I'm gone, you're telling me that people are going to come together just because I'm dead? Or are you guys going to come together every year, make a trip, come together and say, hey, this is a family reunion? It doesn't have to be every year either. I said this. It could be every 5 years, every 10 years. And everybody's busy. Everybody got stuff to do, right? I can only travel twice a year. I travel every 6 months. I get, maybe if I'm lucky, like right now being here, you see me walking out, I have to be talking to work. I came here, Thursday night, Friday morning, right? I flew 15 hours to get here. I'm stationed in Hawaii and I spent 15 hours to get here. The moment I show up, I didn't went to sleep. I went to our family and I said, hey, let's drive. You understand? I don't want to stay in the house and sit and all that. I don't want to waste the time because I got 3 days. And I haven't seen these people in 23 years. So what I'm saying is, don't tell me that you cannot travel or you're too busy. Because I promise you, when death comes, you're not too busy. You understand? So what I really want to pass is this really, I don't know if it's possible. It may pass through one ear and go through the other. In other words, you hear it and it leaves. Right? Don't let it be death only. I beg you, please.
Thank you, baby.
No, it's not good.
Thank you, baby.
Good job, man.
Nice, baby. Thanks.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, baby.
Well, I'm here with some good news and some bad news. And I'm not going to ask you which one you want first. So far, we've been having a very educational, interesting picture of a life that a lot of us have seen, but has never really seen the true worth of it. Today, in the words that we're hearing, has put worth to it. Thanks, Jake, for that brilliant start too.
That's right.
And
That's right.
and everybody else who spoke after seem to have followed along your footsteps. But because we have limited time here, what we want to do is we want to go to the repast. And if you all don't mind, we'll continue this. We relive the memories that have mattered to us. We relive the times that we spent with him. And we probably get the chance to hear some of the stories that we have not yet heard.
That's right.
All right? So if you want to do, what we're going to do is we're going to exit this place and I'll go to where the 130 Atkins Avenue in Neptune.
131. Yes, okay, she said 130.
150. Yeah, well, anyway, Atkins Avenue in Neptune, and that's where the repast will be. And we look forward to hearing some more of these stories because they will be inspirational. And we do, in times like these, need to be inspired. We see what we need to be inspired. So with that, I'm going to thank the folks who have put this together and still have you talking and sharing your memories with us.
Okay.
Thank you all very much for being here. God bless each and every one of you. We'll see you in a while.
You always do your vision. You didn't know. She